And I'm Cole Williams, Emily's husband, and we're seeking $200,000 in exchange for 10% of our business.
Oh, wow.
We're not here to talk about a problem. We're here to talk about catastrophes.
We're talking sandwich catastrophes. How about those pesky packets? They're tough to open, impossible to spread, and they're never the right amount.
And what about soggy buns? That's the worst.
Fear not, my sharky friends. Your saucy heroes have arrived. Slice of sauce. Slice of sauce transforms traditionally bottled condiments like ketchup, sriracha, barbecue sauce, mustard, and more into mess-free slices. It's flavor in a new form, just like a slice of cheese, but it's your favorite condiment or sauce.
We use only the finest ingredients and a unique process to bring bold flavor and the perfect bite every time. So sharks, who wants a slice of this sauce?
Well, I love the dance moves there. I think that's great. I love the no mess, especially for kids. It gets very messy, and they make a big mess out of that kind of stuff. I mean, it's nice. They're packaging the blue with the light blue. Oh, you can't. Oh, there we go. The blue with the light blue over here reminds me of the Cliff Bars packaging for like the chocolate chip Cliff Bars, but overall, I think this is cool. This could go somewhere.
So, are we ready to eat?
Let's eat. Yes.
I'm ready.
Always ready to eat.
Always. So you guys, in front of you, you have a grilled cheese sandwich with slice of sauce, classic ketchup, and spicy sriracha, which does have some heat. Oh, wow. Heat. Yeah.
Packs a punch.
That's some kick.
Yeah.
This is pretty damn cool. Let me just tell you. That is a good idea.
Thank you.
Is this real ketchup that's just been, the water's been removed?
Exactly.
We are removing the water.
Yeah.
So what's
Oh, okay.
proprietary about that? Why can't you be knocked off by the
I hope that you got a patent when you're asking for a $4 million valuation there.
big ketchup guys?
Very good question.
A couple of reasons. One, we do have a unique process. We've opted for trade secret, so we've foregone the patent. We also have...
That hurts. That hurts. Because the patent, at least then, you have something that's protectable and something that's licensable to a Heinz ketchup or one of those other big brands that you could absolutely just make this go everywhere very quickly. But yeah, without that patent, it makes it tough.
Licensing agreements on deck with McCormick and Stubbs and Frank's, Tapatio and Secret Aardvark.
How long is the shelf life of this? Because it's not refrigerated, right?
Correct. It's an ambient product. It has a 12-month shelf life.
That's pretty good. Ding ding. That's pretty accomplishable. I think it would be better to have something that was more in line with like the ketchup packets, which is like, do they ever go bad? I don't know, but I've definitely used some old ones in my day.
It's interesting. I mean, it's almost like a fruit roll-up.
Yeah.
But
I love fruit
this is
roll-ups.
ketchup.
We liken it a lot to a slice of cheese, right? It's the same use case.
It tastes really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What does it...
You know what also tastes really good? Getting comments like this from Hanson Tan 2010 down in the comments below. I appreciate all the feedback that I get from every possible super entrepreneur that writes a comment for me, positive, negative, or indifferent. I love to hear from all you super entrepreneurs and what you're up to, what you got going on. So drop it down below in the comments.
Does it sell for? And what is the cost to make it?
That retails for $5.99. Our cost is $1.75.
So do you think that's high?
$5.99.
You only get 8 servings. You can dress 8 hamburgers, it's over. Whereas with my tomato ketchup bottle, I'm going to have it for, what, maybe 20, 30 hamburgers.
We are a premium product, and we would like to stay positioned that way. This really...
So Mark looks disappointed in hearing that. I mean, to me, I could see it being on, you go to the McDonald's, you go to the Mavs game, and you throw the ketchup on there. Now it's, in theory, it would be cheaper, and less mess and less waste to have that slice of ketchup already on there, reducing the amount of ketchup that you're already there. Plus, just like even just at a game like in the stadium, right? That is a great opportunity to not have to like take, you're touching all these things, and then you're touching the bun, and you're like taking it off so you can put the ketchup on, to put the mustard on, the honey mustard on, the barbecue sauce on, whatever you're putting on that piece of, that food, and then putting it back on, and then going to eat it, and you're touching the handles and all that. Like, I don't know. It just, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the germaphobe.
is isn't just a slice of ketchup. This is flavor.
What are your sales so far?
The flavor being that they want to go head to head with their different maker, with like the Heinz ketchups and all, which is a tough thing. So at least I will say this, at least they're coming at it from a different angle than like, oh, we're just making new ketchup we're going to compete with every ketchup company out there, and we're going to knock their socks off because of the flavor.
So we launched a Kickstarter campaign in 2018, and it went viral within about 4 days. We raised $34,000, and our
And
goal
your
was
sales
15.
after that point were what?
We are still pre-revenue, and we'll launch in November. And I'd love to tell you about what we've been doing over the last 2 years, because
So
it's never been done
just so we're
before.
clear.
No sales.
You put the Kickstarter on in 2018, and here 2 years later, you're still pre-revenue.
Correct.
So the question is,
Let us tell you
¿qué
the
pasa,
story.
hombre?
Yeah.
That's tough, right? So Kickstarter can make or break a lot of people. That's awesome that they were able to take slices of ketchup and take that into Kickstarter and produce a bunch more, $34,000 in sales. 2 years later, they're still spinning their wheels. Not a great look, but it's still an opportunity. There's still opportunity there for them. Hopefully they didn't take on too much debt to get where they're at now, especially because they don't have a patent.
So we discovered really quickly that manufacturing this is really hard.
So how are you making these?
We've been manual, and which is why we have not yet launched, is because we've had such
You
huge
can't find
demand.
a co-packer to take this and
You
run
need
with it?
machinery.
We do need machinery, and that's why we're here today. This, Barbara, to your point, will help us bring down costs.
How much money have you put into it yourself?
We've invested about $120,000 of our own cash,
Oh.
and we've also raised about $500,000.
Whoa.
We raised,
From who?
we raised a friends and family
Wow.
round of $300 on a convertible note at a $3 million cap. We also participated in Techstars Accelerator. They gave us $100,000.
This is a down round.
No, the last valuation is actually at $5 million. So it is, in fact, a serious discount because we really want to partner with a shark.
I have to say, I find it absolutely amazing that you're able to raise $300,000 from your family and friends, plus $100,000, and say confidently that you have this valuation when there hasn't been a single bag sold. I would.
Yeah, and she's looking like that because she probably feels like, well, we have sold it. We sold it on Kickstarter, but if that's that makes it very tough still, because it's a one and done kind of thing. Like, you're supporting it, and all that, but like clearly $34,000 in sales was not going to get them where they wanted to be. So like maybe if they had like $340,000, then they wouldn't have had to take on more debt, so much debt, and it could be a different, could just be a different situation altogether. But I do like where they're going here with what they've created.
like to believe in that kind of magic because I love magical things, but I don't. And so for that reason, I'm out.
Thanks.
Thank you, Barbara. What
That's
is your
painful.
plan for growth, and what is your plan for world
I thought Barbara was going to take it and run with it.
domination?
Oh my gosh.
Our focus for the first 12 months is really online. We know that there's a retail play here. We've had a lot of retail interest. We don't want to go there first because it's expensive. But then after we do head into retail, there's a food service play. Whether it is stadiums or quick service restaurants or grab and go sandwich kiosks.
To me, it's extremely important to know 3 things when you're trying to bring to market a product. Is it something that people need and want? Can it be done at an affordable price? And does it solve a problem, right? So you gave the problem. I don't think it's a huge problem of not being able to carry around your condiments. But the complexity here for me is I don't know the need. And is it something that can be made at an affordable price? You don't know yet. So I like the innovation, but I'm out.
That's painful. I mean, you look on the look on her face is like, I probably really wanted Lori to jump in, probably as much as they wanted Barbara to jump in with her food trucks and stuff with the Cousins Lobster. So that's really a shame. But what's not a shame is that you have the opportunity to go over to superjoepardo.com/rocket to get my free PDF guide for growing your profit in your business. And it has 5 proven methods that I use when I work with businesses one-on-one to grow their profit. So go over to superjoepardo.com/rocket to get it. If you want to get at me down in the comments, I'm always there pretty much 24/7. And if you want to get at me on social media, it's at Super Joe Pardo. Now let's see if they do wind up getting at least one offer. I think at least Alex will be, he seemed very interested at the idea when he was speaking.
I think the Sharks have a good point, and I don't know how you're going to address it because you don't have enough data yet. But I'm going to make you an offer structured against the risk I see here, because you need a shark to help blow this thing up.
It's got to be blown up because of the education process that, you know, people got to get out of their mind. That I'm going from like squeeze to, you know, peel and stick on the burger.
200,000, and I'm going to put a royalty structure on it to a limit of 700,000. In other words, I want 10. Excuse me, Mark. I don't need any noise.
Buckle your seatbelt.
Exactly. Emily does know numbers.
Do you want to hear the offer or not?
Yeah, let's go.
Because right now it's the only offer you have. So I suggest
Fair
you
point.
focus. All right. I'm going to give you the $200,000 against a 10-cent royalty per package until I recoup 700,000 and the royalty goes away. And I'm going to ask for 5% equity. I'm the only chef up here.
That is a tough offer there. So 200,000 for 5% stake, plus a royalty of 10 cents, so he gets the 700,000 back. I mean, they're not making like incredible margins. They need to get those margins up higher if they really want to take on. I mean, 10 cents isn't the end of the world, but depending on if they have any other deals or any other investors are already taking a royalty, that's just going to jack up their price even more. And at $5.99 for 8 slices, it's a very premium product for sure.
The rest of these guys are ignorant in the ways of the kitchen.
He said his offer is better than nothing. Maybe nothing's better than that.
Exactly. Let's hear your offer, Alex.
What are you forecasting revenue year one?
We'll start in November, and we're forecasting 1.8.
1.8?
Oh, all right. Start in November. So this was shot in 2020. And it's November. November's been passed at this point. So I'm curious. We'll check out at the end of the video their website and see if I can order it, if I can get me some slice of sauce here delivered to the house to try it out.
Accomplish that, by the way.
So we have our website, we have Amazon, and we have Thrive Market that we're going to partner with.
Amazon will be interesting, but you got to go through such a process to educate people, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Emily, you know, the only offer you have is from Chef Wonderful. Now, as these sharks drop out, that gives me more, I don't know, leverage. And my offer may change.
It may change.
Yes, I would start asking
Okay, let's drill down. I see these as a proof of concept that are going to be really hard to sell. No chance you're doing 1.8 million of these selling online because people aren't going to know what to expect in terms of taste, right? It's the weird stuff that you otherwise would not have in your refrigerator that's going to work. What are the things?
You hit the key too.
I think Mark's got a point there. I don't think they could do 1.8 right out of the gate, like in the first year. I think that they're definitely going to hit a home run, I think, with this, because there's enough people that want to be able to bring ketchup. I think the other thing aspect is that they didn't really talk about is like being able to bring it with you, where you're getting a whole like an amount of ketchup in a much smaller package than having to bring a bottle or bring a bunch of packets, like a whole bunch of packets, and then like open them up, and then you got to get rid of those packets, and they're messy. So I think there's an opportunity there from a space saving point of view, where people will be willing to pay that premium in certain examples, certain times, certain use cases. So I think that Mark, I think 1.8 is just a bit much thinking out of the gate.
It's refrigerator. We're not looking at the refrigerator. We're looking at places where the refrigerator isn't, right? So it's a picnic. It's a camping trip. It's an RV.
But you've got to look at it where my buying decision's made, because you're a new category. People aren't going to think I need sliced ketchup. It's just not going to happen.
It sounds like you're on the fence.
Obviously.
Mark, you're on the fence. I'm not. I'm going to make him an offer.
Oh, there you go. Come on, Alex.
We live on the road. We have 4 kids.
Totally.
We're watching football games, concerts, baseball. But you said something earlier, Cole, that I really liked. Mess-free.
Yeah.
Now, with 4 kids, that's a premium at my house. So there's 2 rules in investing as I see it. Rule number 1 is don't lose money.
Right.
Rule number 2 is don't forget rule number 1.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm going to make this investment as convertible debt. Okay. I'm going to offer you $200,000 for 20%. When you hit your 1.8, it will convert into equity.
Okay.
That's my offer.
Okay.
He's got a smile on his face, like he's like, oh, I'm thinking outside the box here, and it's something different. That's I mean, you're giving up, you're slicing your valuation in half, and you're really hurting yourself, because once you hit that 1.8 million, everything's changing at that point. If you actually do that, your trajectory, the valuation of the business, he's buying in for that 200 grand is way different. So than what he's doing now. So, and if not, then he loses 200 grand or will eventually get his money back, I guess, on the debt.
You understand the dilution of
So the debt, I guess the debt comes with no, he doesn't mention a percentage. So 200,000, maybe is 9% or 8% debt in the meantime. So he gets something back on his money.
I do. Would you do it for 15%, Alex?
So guys, before you jump,
Before you go, I'll do it for 15%, but that means you can't listen to Mark.
Oh, wow.
what are you going to do? I would take Mr. Wonderful's offer like that. Why give up all that equity?
Just to be clear, Cole and Emily, I'm investing $200,000 as a convertible note, which means if you don't hit the 1.8 in sales, it will stay as debt on the business.
Okay.
Right, but the debt, it's 0% interest. He's not saying. It's probably, maybe it was on the cutting room floor.
Be options for PO financing and lines of credit on top of the 200?
I would consider that, yes.
Okay.
I would sure hope so, because he wants to be able to get his money back and get his 20%. Before they pick that deal, make sure to smash that like button and get subscribed so you never miss another Biz Coach Reacts video.
Alex, you have a deal.
Oh, ding, ding, there we go. Now we're gonna look up their website here in a second and check out what they got going on. Hopefully it's for sale.
Amazing opportunity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, they are definitely happy, and justifiably.
You can't pass up a good offer, and we had one from Alex, and I have no regrets at all.
No regrets.
I'm curious whether Mark was really going to make an offer, right?
Absolutely. What was your 200K for 20%?
Wah, wah.
Oh, well, you know.
They get an offer from anybody, but they found two stupid people.
Thanks, Barbara, for that. Let's check out their website and see if I can order me some slices. It's still on pre-order. That is not a good sign. Hopefully they'll be shipping soon. $5.99, get you 8 slices. You buy 3 packs or more and get 10% off. That's great. No high fructose corn syrup, no gluten-free, no GMO, big flavor, vegan. It's been featured apparently all over the place. I think it's a great idea. I would absolutely love to try it. In fact, if you guys over at Slice of Sauce are watching this and want to send me over a packet, we'll try it out with the Biz Coach reviews episode video here. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. They don't have it available for sale yet. I looked up their Kickstarter, and their Kickstarter showed that they actually did ship those slices, those $34,000 worth of slices out back then, and it seemed like people really liked it from the reviews I was reading. So that's awesome. Big things to that. Make sure you can, if you can just smash that like button for me so we get this video into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. Get subscribed so you don't ever miss another Biz Coach Reacts video. I'm Super Joe Pardo. I will see you in the next video. Take care.